In just the last few days, a number of cities have announced an unprecedented steps towards reform. The mayors of Los Angeles and New York City plan to cut millions from their police budgets and move the money to social services. A majority of the Minneapolis City Council has pledged to dismantle its police department without even giving details on what would replace it. An idea like that would not have been taken seriously before the protests that have swept the nation. And to be honest, many people still think that is a crazy idea. We asked Eureka Duncan to find out more about the young Americans demanding immediate change.
What do we want? Justice! What do we want? Now! If we can't get it, shut it down! If we can't get it, shut it down! And if we can't get it, shut it down!
They come by the thousands, every color and creed.
The people, united, will never be defeated.
Every generation and gender.
People act like we need a list of demands. We need to know what we want. Y'all know what we want.
Each one has a story to tell.
Black Lives Matter!
This story belongs to a 24-year-old from Atlantic City named Genesis Hart.
I've been out here every day that we've had protests in New York City, doing a little bit of first aid.
Sanitizer! First aid! Voter registration!
I've been on the front lines doing chants, make sure people are keeping safe. This is essential work right now.
What brings you out to these protests? Why are you protesting? And why now?
I feel like it is a part of my humanity to be out here, especially as a black woman. I'm also a target.
Don't shoot! Hands up! 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 Don't shoot!
Every day that we're out here, there is a high certainty that people could get arrested. I understand that risk every time I walk out of the house.
This is New York, but the same scene is playing out in more than 700 American cities and towns. D.C., Philadelphia, Seattle, and places like Marshall, Michigan. The majority of protests have been peaceful, but there have been flashes of looting and violence.
There are people in the group, sometimes that slip through, that are agitators. We can't control that group of people, unfortunately. We recognize them and we separate ourselves from them. I was out here for 4 hours and 50 minutes and 47 seconds. I rode 36 miles from Brooklyn all the way up here.
This is not her first call to action.
I just love life and love to just express.
An aspiring artist and actress, Genesis also has a day job.
It is definitely exhausting, but it's worth it. It's just like clocking into another job as soon as I leave here, going straight to the protests and doing service there as well. Black Lives Matter! Black Lives Matter!
The words Black Lives Matter are seen and heard everywhere. The message isn't new, but now the messengers are more diverse.
All types of people from every walk of life I've seen out here fighting for one thing that we all deserve, is to live. What do we want? When do we want it? All of these protests have started off peaceful. And it seems like as soon as night falls, the police officers get a little bit more agitated, and things do escalate very quickly.
Genesis says she saw that escalation up close.
They were pushing a lot of people around. I came closer to record.
Get your hands off her! She ain't touching you!
And I was down.
You okay? I'm hit. Yo, help me, yo.
And my face was bloody.
She's bleeding.
And now I have a scar here. It's a constant reminder of how they see me. But it also is something that empowers me to keep pushing.
We want justice! Justice!
People will look at people like you and think, so it's a bunch of young people protesting.
It's our duty as the next generation to push for what we want. We are to inherit this earth. We might as well step up and take it. There is a long parade of 50 or more police cars following the group that just left here. The curfew time is now official. Flags in the front! Allies to the front! People on the bikes need to be in the front. We have our allies and everyone else locking arms right now. We're safer together. The police just cut us off. We're surrounded.
Stay with each other.
Right now, we have the power.